Doctor's Note on the liftoff.
Hello, Dr. Taylor.
Hello, morning.
Yeah, as ukuthi Doki, as somebody who doesn't have a biological child, I always sit and I think ukuthi konje ngayombonela ini nje udokotela ngoba ngimkhumbule kulezi insuku. You're one of those doctors like I want to be sick so I can come see you. Ngiright noma
Kunama well visits as well, hey?
Oh, Justin J. I'm a visit Justin.
Yes.
Nice. I will see
So
you
we
very,
keep the
very soon.
sickness at bay.
Nice. Dokotela, namhlanje we're talking about pregnancy awareness. What exactly is it, and why is it important ukuthi le topic is imakwe with a whole week of awareness?
Yeah. So to have a healthy pregnancy, we have to just shed that spotlight on indaba ze-pregnancy ukuthi izinto ezinhle ziqala before the pregnancy so that the pregnancy is healthy. So it's just putting that spotlight to create that awareness and to increase insights kubantu ukuthi how can you ensure that when you fall pregnant, the pregnancy is a healthy one and it progresses to eventually delivery of the safe baby and a healthy mom in the end. So that's what we.
So, Doc, you work with pregnant women who are trying to fall pregnant, and moms that are postpartum, right? So you know about myths that still plague us surrounding pregnancy, and myths lawa that put abantu besifazane at risk. What are some of those that you'd like to clear up, namhlanje?
Okay, so I think maybe we can just start with the one that Buka early doesn't help you in any way. You know, that is a myth, because booking early is the one thing that will ensure that your pregnancy journey is healthy from beginning to end.
Are we talking about booking after usutoli luguti you are pregnant?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So most people bayahlala bathi ngizoze ngiye kudokotela sengiyi second trimester because there's no point ukuthi ngiye manje kusa early kakhulu. But that is actually the time to actually see a doctor mangabe kusa early, so that it offers us opportunity. Maybe we'll get into it later on, you know, what type of opportunity it offers us to look for certain conditions, to look for certain specific complications that may go wrong, or that we can prevent. We can be proactive and start giving you, you know, amaphilisi or using data to ensure that the pregnancy advances properly.
Okay.
Or yeah.
All right. So that's myth number one. Is that the biggest one that you are still struggling to get abantu to understand?
Yeah. Yes. So then the second one would be lento yoku bathi ukuhlambululele isisu. Like, so when you have like a bleed in pregnancies, particularly in early pregnancy, that it would always mean ukuthi uyasigezela ngazi bathi ukusigezela isisu, which I think equates to an implantation bleed. And yes, an implantation bleed can be just that, but you don't know. So I always say, see a doctor, see your healthcare practitioner, or go to your clinic. Spotting, bleeding, anything that may be concerning. Don't just sit at home and say, it's nothing more than that. Because as much as most of the time that's what it will be, but you never know when it's actually something that's untoward.
Sure, got you. Dokotela, angithi thina siyabantu besifazane mangabe kunento oyisolayo ongayiboni kahle, you go to the pharmacy and you get a pregnancy test, induku lena, if umuntu osifazane of a certain age, you know this stick very, very well. Induku mese ikhiphela imiqa embili ebright ethi hayi sekunjalo istranger sesihleli la eswini sakho. Induku isiconfirmile angithi. So mina ngiza nini ke kuwena to mangabe sengiza kuwena usuzothini wena ngoba phela isishilo nje induku.
Angithi phela sekuwukuthi sizogwema ukuthi kungabe bikho i-window where we miss the opportunity to do something uma kukhona okufanele kwenziwe in that pregnancy.
Okay.
Yes, of course, usually umzimba will tell you when there's something going wrong, but you don't always know risk factors that you carry as a person, and you don't always maybe know what we can give you, what we can offer you to try and mitigate, that from becoming complicated into something more than, what it is. Because we don't want our pregnancies to have complications, basically. Yes. So the only way we can prevent that from happening is, we don't always prevent it completely, but at least we can try and minimize the impact on the pregnancy of whatever condition or whatever risk factor on the pregnancy by acting early. So no matter, yes, well and good, sikonfirmile istate mhlambe sathi 3 weeks. Fair enough. Mhlambe masathi 3 weeks, then you can give yourself 2 weeks, 3 weeks before you go to a doctor. But at least by 6 weeks, you must have seen your doctor. Obviously, your decision will also be informed by what has happened in your pregnancy in the past. So if mhlambe umuntu okewanama complications, then you really cannot wait until kuze kube 6 weeks. It will be at the first sign, like whether you miss your period or you do the home pregnancy test. If you've had any issues in the previous pregnancies, then you immediately go to see your doctor to see what can be offered to help the pregnancy to progress to a healthy one.
Got you. On the line, we're joined by Udokotela Lusibu Lubelwane. She is an obstetrician and gynecologist, deals a lot with pregnant women who are trying to fall pregnant, and moms who have just given birth. If you have a question surrounding pregnancy, please do give us a tinkle.
Doctor's Note on the Liftoff.
Pregnancy that we should never, ever, ever ignore. Atina.
Okay, so in early pregnancy, I think we've spoken about the 1-year bleeding. So if you start to bleed, it may indicate either a possible miscarriage or ectopic pregnancy. So the other sign that you look out for that may accompany if it's an ectopic pregnancy is if you have severe pain, especially if the pain is on the one side, and then if that will also be accompanied by weakness, ukhathala nje emzimbeni. Sometimes mase kune complication yokuthi isiqhumile yaqhumela ngaphakathi sowophela ngaphakathi, so omunye angaquleka akhathale nje angazizwa kahle. So you need to see udokotela as soon as possible. Persistent vomiting as well. Yes, ukuphalaza, it's one of the signs of a pregnancy in general.
Yeah.
But mangabe sekweqile and sekukudalela ukukhathala, mhlambe sekushintsha nama electrolytes athile egazini, then that's something of a warning sign to say you must see your healthcare provider. And later on in the pregnancy, one of the conditions that we're always on the lookout for, EPP in pregnancy, because iyam affects umuntu wesifazane, iyam affects umntwana kakhulu in pregnancy, and it can have quite a severe impact in the pregnancy. So if you have like ikhanda elingapheli, mhlambe lihambisana nokuthi kube luvinde emehlweni ungaboni kahle, blood vision, ube ne dizziness, kuhambisana mhlambe nayo nausea, vomiting, ne-pain la ovalweni, epigastric pain, noma ibe la ngaphansi kwey'mbambo. So all of those are warning signs, nokuvuvukala kakhulu okungajwayelekile. So some of these things kuba impinga badala because ama-signs of pregnancy, but you just need to, also be aware of your own body mangabe sekweqile kunaloko okujwayelekile. So ukuvuvukala kujwayele ukuthi kube sey'nyaweni, unganyukeli nemlenze namathanga. Mase kunyukela emlenzeni nasemathangeni, even esiswini, usually kusuke sekuyimpawu zokuthi there's something more to it than just ukuthi ukhulelwe. So be on the lookout for those signs as well, because they may be leading signs zokusinikeza impawu zokuthi there is mhlambe u-EPP ekhona in pregnancy.
Mana-ke dokotela, ngithi mangabe umuntu osifazane and you're pregnant, uyatshelwa mhlambe eklinikhi noma udokotela wakho omhambayo uzosho ukuthi buya ngaleli sonto, buya after this many weeks, sizoshaya i-check-up. So if you pick up any of lama symptoms okhuluma ngawo, lezi impawu esikhuluma ngazo njengamanje, are you to ignore usuku lwakho otshelwe lona ukuthi buya ngalo, uye immediately to udokotela wakho?
Absolutely. Akusiyona into ozothi uzolinda kuze kube i-visit yakho, because whatever is going on emzimbeni wakho iyaqhubeka yona. So you can't wait until kuze kube i-date owawunikezwe yona. If khona into ongayizwa kahle emzimbeni, then you need to make an appointment. If kuwukuthi indawo ukwenza i-appointment, or just present yourself and see your healthcare provider. Khumbula ukuthi into engihlala ngisho kuma-patients wami ukuthi umuntu ohlala with the baby 24/7 is the mother. You know, so mina umuntu ngimbona at that point in time. So ngibona nje okwenzeka ngaleso sikhathi. Yabo, yes, we obviously have things that we look out for as a ukuthi siqhushise ukuthi okay, masibheka lokhu kanje, then it means we look out for this, or it means we need to do this test and so forth. But the person oyaziyo kahle ingane ne-pregnancy yakhe yilo or pregnant, because ingane uhleli nayo 24/7. Everything that happens, that, you know, makukhona okuhlukile from what usually happens, you are the person that will know. And then my job is to hear you out and do the necessary tests and investigations from there.
All right, got you. Now, khona pregnancies that are classified high risk, Dorotela. Are there conditions that women often overlook that would complicate pregnancy and put them into the high risk category? Or maybe let's start by distinguishing what classifies umuntu as a high risk pregnant woman versus a normal pregnancy.
Sure. So if it's not your first pregnancy and you've had other pregnancies that maybe had complications, whether it was firstly an ectopic, ectopic, you must book early in the next pregnancy, because once, whatever condition you've had before, you are at risk of having that condition again in the subsequent pregnancy, yes.
Okay.
So, ukuthi mhlawumbe uke waba ne-ectopic, miscarriage, if mhlawumbe you've had i-BP edalwa ukukhulelwa, ushukela odalwa ukukhulelwa, any condition affects a pregnancy or that has the potential to affect a pregnancy negatively, then that makes that index pregnancy a high-risk pregnancy. If you come into the pregnancy with a medical condition like vele ushukela, vele BP, epilepsy, noma isiphi isifo osivela amaphilisi,
chronic.
Yes, chronic. That also makes it a high-risk pregnancy, because the pregnancy will affect the condition may affect
the pregnancy.
So hamba kokubili kanjalo. Then bese kuba khona izinto age, you know, izinto engashintsheki. You know, age asikwazi ukuyishintsha. Any woman who is above the age of 35 will have a higher risk of complications in pregnancy than one who is less than 35 years of age. And leyo risk inyuka ngonyaka with each year okhuphuka ngayo. So umuntu ona 40 will have an even higher risk than umuntu ona 35. Kube i-body mass index noma i-body weight. Anyone with a body weight that is above 90 kilograms, that makes it a higher high-risk pregnancy. Or if sesibale body mass index from your weight and your height, and that is above, so kunama stages, kunama grading athile, but once it's above 35 and above, then that can also affect the pregnancy, and it does increase risk factors athile for that particular pregnancy. So yeah, those are the sort of main conditions. Or if you've had conditions with the baby as well, like if you've had a previous genetic abnormality or any fetal structural abnormality, or to umzanyana wakho mhlambe usheshile ukukhathala awusebenzi ngendlela ofanelekile kubizwa nge-placental insufficiency. So all of those conditions will increase risk, the risk of complications in that pregnancy.
Dokotela, mangabe sikhuluma about izinto that would put you at risk of having a high risk pregnancy rather. Ukhuluma la about isindo samama, right? But you're only mentioning isindo esithe ukuthi xaxa. There are women who are on the lighter side of the scale, right?
Yes,
Mangabe mina ngimncane angifuni ukusebenzisa igama eluthi ngicacile but ngimncane nje. Would that also put me and my baby at risk? Are we high complication patients?
Yes. So that also would mean you probably have a low body mass index when we calculate your weight against the height. And that would be one that is below 19.5. So that also has ama-risk factors ukuthi kungenzeka mhlasimbe umntwana angakhuli ngendlela, i-placenta umzanyana ungasebenzi ngendlela. So benalento ebizwa nge-placental insufficiency njengoba bengike ngayichaza. Mangabe umzanyana ngithi into eyenza i-pregnancy ukuthi iqhubeke kahle ukusebenza komzanyana because kuyi-connection between the mom and the baby. So mawusheshe ukukhathala umzanyana, that means the baby is at risk ukuthi ingakhuli ngendlela efanelekile, inga-achieve i-potential yayo njengokufanelekile, and then that affects pregnancy, even the delivery, when you deliver and so forth, and it increases the risk of preterm delivery. So nalokho, as you correctly mentioned, ukuba ne low body mass index, that also can increase the risk. It's just that we don't have that problem as much as we do a high BMI.
Oh, siyakuthanda ukudla thina siyama South Africans. Ngiyasazi ke asicushwa ngapha emapapeni. Hayi siyakhuphuka shame. We're about to wrap up this conversation with uDokotela Lubelwane. If you have any questions around pregnancy, please do feel free to reach out. Ithuba lakho leli nawe ubuze owakho umbuzo. Uhleli nje awuyile kudokotela, nangu uDokotela sengimlethile.
Doctor's Note on the liftoff.
We're wrapping up the Doctor's Note today. We are focusing on Pregnancy Awareness Week. This is the week that we are marking to just make sure, Guti, as a pregnant woman, you are on a healthy pregnancy journey, right? Or if you are trying to fall pregnant, that when it eventually does happen, that it is a safe and healthy one for both wena nomntwana. I have got Unothando here on the line. Hello, Mama.
Hello, Jeb.
You good?
Hi.
No, ma angithi ni right yini? Ngoba it's not just you. Huh? All right, Sushano. All right, so coming soon.
At the same time.
Yini?
Yo, I got a huge complication. Hello, Doc, as well. I'm 33 years old. This is my second pregnancy. My first pregnancy. My child is now 9 years old.
Why Linda Bokel? Yeah.
She's 9 years old now. Everything was perfect with her. It was full-term birth. Everything was natural. Everything was just good. And then with this pregnancy, I got pregnant while I had a loop IUD. Yes.
Hey, why is sefuna ukuvela u dinosaur? What uyamvimba? What nje false ma?
Ma. By fear, by force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the issue here, Mama?
Went, for my first visit, unfortunately, the doctor said it's too risky to take it out. I will have to keep it throughout the pregnancy. So everything went well. The pregnancy throughout. Now I'm 37 weeks pregnant, and I've just discovered that my BMI is also high. It's 101 kg. So what are the risk factors at this moment? Because I still have the loop inserted, but they said I will give natural birth. It's normal.
All right. I've seen pictures of ama newborn ephethe dokotela iloop esandleni. Angazi noma odokotela basuke beganga yini umntwana bambambisa iloop esezelwe noma ngempela umsolo uyayicinga iloop aphume nayo eyifumbethe. But jokes aside, what possible complications are we looking at here?
Yeah. So, okay, iloop noma IUD, the intrauterine contraceptive device. So it may either be a copper or a Mirena. Usually, we can leave it for up to 10 years, but usually most of us will keep it for like 5 years, depending on which one it is. So, uma kwenzekile umuntu wakhulelwa efake iloop, usually either isuke idislodgile, so ingasahlele endaweni okufanele ihlale kuyona, noma isuke mhlasimbe iqathakile umuntu wanganaka. That's why I say people must also feel strings every time after my period. Umuntu kufanele ezwe ama-strings ukuthi isekhona yini loop. Makhona ungakuzwa kahle, you must see your doctor. But again, anything that is man-made, obviously, it does
There's room
have a
for
failure
error.
rate.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, failure rate. So, but all in all, congratulations on your pregnancy.
So ayikho yini into ekufanele ayisabe mhlambe as she gets closer to i-delivery date yakhe, because she's at 37 weeks and uthi ne-BMI
37
yakhe
weeks.
naye
Yeah.
iphezulu.
Yeah. So, over BMI, it's a separate issue. Okay. So there would be things that we sort of look out for. For some people, BMI ayisakhaunta mawukuthi ikhule ifike kuleyo level with that trimester of the pregnancy.
Oh.
You know, so if it was fine, then it's okay, because vele uyakhula as a pregnancy i-advance. But usually we do look out for izinto enjengoshukela, si-check izinto ekanjalo ukuthi, you know, there are things that increase the risk, like risk of abnormalities, risk of miscarriages, but you're at 37 weeks now, so you're beyond that. So the only thing now is about this IUD, is it going to affect your delivery? And pregnancy isuke iprotectiwe ama-fetal membranes. Once fertilization occurs, pregnancy goes to implant, fertilization yenzeka kwi-fallopian tube, bese i-pregnancy implanta esibelethweni ngaphakathi. So it will be separate from i-loop. Hayi ukuthi ingane izokhula ne-loop la eceleni kwayo, you know, because vele i-fertilization yenzeke eceleni kwafika la sekunayo i-covering yakho vele. So implanta nje esibelethweni, there's already that membrane that is covering and separating the baby from a loop. So it should not really pose any risk. Usually we leave it and allow it. Otherwise we leave it until after delivery. It's not going to be in a place that we can reach. Then it will pose more risk if we try to remove it. And for delivery, all we need is uvuleke. And so then you will progress to deliver. Even if it's near where the baby is, there's still that covering, fetal membranes that are protecting the baby. And then we can sort out indaba yokuyikhipha-ke i-loop ngaphakathi. Uma uthi dislodgile kuyenzeka iye ngenzansi noma kuyenzeka inyukele iye ngaphezulu, mhlawumbe iye ngakuma-tubes, and in which case if we ayitetela, then you know, we can't really remove it at that time. We would need to remove it later on. Sesenza i-laparoscopy, lokho operator ngecamera, sesiyibheka-ke siyikhipha i-loop afterwards. But it shouldn't really cause any issues in terms of the delivery or affecting the baby in any way.
Got you. Doc, I think one of the other concerns abantu besifazane who are pregnant have, outside of having a healthy pregnancy, is the delivery day now. I'm sure na unothanda kasalali nje ubhizi uyacabanga ukuthi soliyeza lolo suku. How can women best prepare their bodies and minds for labor?
So in mental preparation, you know, start from the day kuthiwa ukhulelwe, you know, and then you just set your mind to ukuthi, you know, these are the intentions. This is what you want for yourself. You want to deliver normal, and we always want every pregnancy to be a normal delivery. Yes, for some conditions, for some high-risk conditions, kuyenzeka kuba ukuthi leyo plan kufanele ishintshe, mhlawumbe uyi-breech, mhlawumbe umzanyane senzansi kakhulu, so many other high-risk things that will, you know, cause either a problem for mom or for baby that we end up having to decide on a Caesar. Sure. It's still if that is the safe way for that baby, then that's the acceptable way that we should deliver. One thing I always say, when you're pregnant, you need to always keep an open mind or some room for any type of delivery, because it will be determined by what happens throughout the pregnancy, or what happens at the end when you are in labor as well. So what we want ultimately is safe delivery, safe passage of the baby.
So uthi mama bengathi nje dokotela ungangisiki, hayi angifuni, ungangeni with that mentality, because now you are complicating things unnecessarily for the medical practitioners and for yourself and possibly for the baby.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So you have to keep an open mind because nothing, we don't just say asambe siye theater for no reason. There will be a reason why we suggest if everything is going well, we just allow people to go through. Like I've got a woman in labor even now. We on a second cycle of induction of labor because everything is fine. So it's not like once go failure out and just say theater. No, we allow people a chance as much as possible.
Sure.
So your mental preparation should not be focused on one thing. You should have that flexibility. Of course, you have your intention. This is what I intend for to happen with me or to happen in my body. But so that you're not devastated if it doesn't happen that way. It's better to just have that open, that small percentage of needing a cesarean delivery.
Gotcha.
And then preparing your body is staying active throughout the pregnancy and if possible from even before. Walk. So don't start new things now. The only thing you can really start is walking. But don't start high impact exercise, lifting weights in pregnancy, something you were not doing before. But if you were doing it before, well and good, you can continue until your body tells you once again that, okay, this is it. This is as much as we can go with this type of training. But exercise and trainer is actually good for you. It helps even pelvis even open so that you're able to deliver normal. And then bounce that also helps. Even when you're in labor, bouncing on that ball helps to just push that baby down so that and also just to open up your pelvis as well. So just to be active during the pregnancy, taking care of yourself, that helps with so we are dead. One thing I always say, it's the baby and God that know the date of delivery, ultimately at the end of the day. So when you are just a vessel, allow things to happen as they should.
Got you. No, Dokotela, siyabonga kakhulu for opening our eyes and our minds to the possibilities and the eventualities that may occur mangabe umuntu osifazane ozithwele and you're looking towards the delivery date. Keep an open mind, says uDokotela Usibu Lubelwana, an obstetrician and gynecologist. Doc, mangabe kukhona oqalayo on the Lift of Fam ukuzwa ukuthi hawu kanti lo dokotela uyaphila kanje, lo dokotela sharp izinto akhuluma ngayo, ngifuna lo dokotela lo ngifuna lo dokotela lo mangabe sokuyisikhathi sokuthi ngikhiphe lesi stranger lesi esila esquatela kumina. How do we get a hold of you, Doc?
Yes. Okay, so I'm at Busamed Hillcrest Private Hospital. Inamba mhlambe yokufona for bookings 067-340-0930 or info@drsibu.obgyn.co.za, and then you can book through that website.
I also highly recommend your social media pages, Dokotela. The info that you share on Instagram, kakhulu.
Thank you so much. So that's Dr. Sibu Lubelwana, OB_GYN on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as well.
Uzobona nje uDokotela omuhle ipatshaza ngathi inu kodwa inu elayithile leli. Dokotela, siyabonga kakhulu. Happy deliveries to the little ones that are on the way and have a great day further.
Gagasi FM.